Well, hello. Why don't you come in? Pull up a chair. I'm just reading the first reviews of my new book before November. Here's a good one. And here's a real good one. There's one more here in my pile somewhere. It's from a lady whose family works in tech. They think my plan is very smart and agree that it should work. The plan, again, is this. The regime will try again to kill Trump before November. Opinion of our Secret Service whistleblower. We, as individuals, look like this.
I don't know what to do. My voice is weak. It's weak. Oh, Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? What can I do? What can I do? What is that nonsense?
Well, what I can do is research and write the most damning initial report on this plot. I can risk my channel and my Amazon account, maybe my personal and business bank accounts. What you can do is buy it for $2.99 or $7, spike it, alarm the algorithms, and send a signal back to regime headquarters like the signal from a stubbed toe. You see, they'll do it if they think they can get away with it. We need to show them they didn't even get away with this one. They left their bloody fingerprints all over the bloody place, and their bloody boot prints too, and we see it. This is Trump. This is the regime. This is us. Result, Trump lives. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about Chapter 5. I was planning to tell you about Chapter 10 and this foreign idol, Wagyu Guru, or whatever, whose idolatrous prayer opened the GOP convention. But another review, a very poor one, a very disappointing one, made me want to talk about Chapter 5. Who owns the AGR buildings alleged shooter Crooks was on, the roof he died on? In this chapter, I hypothesize that you and I are going to rig and throw a bonspiel. Yes, we've got big money riding on this thing, so we would want as many variables as possible under our control, our evil control. I'd like to own and have access to the curling stones and curling brooms. I'd like to own the pond or the rink where the bonspiel will be held. I'd like to own it, access it, control it. Chapter 5, BlackRock, who featured shooter Crooks in a BlackRock commercial. The same BlackRock linked to Austin Private Wealth that massively shorted Trump stock before the assassination attempt. That same BlackRock owns the AGR building that Crooks was on. Crooks was on the roof, and police headquarters for the day was underneath that same roof. So BlackRock owned the Assassin's Perch and police headquarters. Now, valued reader Wayne took my special offer to buy the PDF directly from me for $1 symbolic. I made this available to homeless people, the truly indigent, and I know a few shameless deadbeats might take advantage. And it really doesn't do much for me. I get 66 cents for my trouble. And it doesn't really help the plan because it doesn't register on the algorithms. But I want to make this book available to the truly broke and needy. So Wayne took me up on that offer, and he shared my book with all his friends, and well, so far, that's great. Good going, Wayne. Wayne emailed me asking my source for the claim, not even my claim, that BlackRock owns the AGR building. The source is printed right on the page with the media outlet and title of the article, but I emailed that to unobservant Wayne and told him a little more. Well, Wayne has a friend, Dave, whom Wayne desperately wants to impress, and he is always hurt when Dave is not impressed. So Wayne thought he had something really good here, and he went and told Dave exactly who owns the AGR complex. But Dave said, "Oh, that's nonsense, Wayne." So Wayne was hurt, and Wayne was angry at me, and he now accuses me of planting nonsense, quote, planting nonsense just to make him look stupid in front of Dave. And now he can't trust anything in the book. Well, first of all, Wayne, you don't need my help to make you look stupid. And second, the information was presented as a question. Hint on the cover of the book, Wayne. Many of these questions could not be proved yet in a court of law, but the court of public opinion, the court of common sense, has a better record of assessing evidence and proof, in my opinion. And third, I will make this claim. Here and now, I put the evidence to everyone who is not Wayne. British journalist Jane Addams writes, SEC filings reveal BlackRock lent $16.9 million to Indicor, the company behind the building where Thomas Crooks, Trump's alleged shooter, was found. In March 2024, Indicor bought American Glass Research, AGR, the original owner of the building. Doug Wright, Indicor's CEO, was previously president of Raytheon, which received $1.1 billion from Biden in 2023 for Ukraine missiles. Is this just a coincidence? All right. I asked ChatGPT how Indicor, which owns AGR, is connected to BlackRock. I asked ChatGPT because it's impartial, it's neutral. I'm very partial. I declare my biases, but ChatGPT has no stake in this game. Well, here is that answer in full. I'll just skip down to the last sentence. In summary, Indicor is essentially a business entity created and owned by BlackRock through its LTPC division, which makes BlackRock the key financial stakeholder and strategic influencer in Indicor's operations. That's Indicor, which bought, therefore owns American Glass Research. Indicor, which is owned by BlackRock. All right, Wayne, BlackRock owns AGR through Indicor, which BlackRock owns. I made this diagram for you. And this one. Please study them carefully. How to verify this? Well, ChatGPT uses these sources: SEC filings, SEC Edgar database, Indicor press releases, BlackRock press releases, Bloomberg, Reuters, The Wall Street Times, Financial Times, Indicor Investor Relations, BlackRock, Investor Relations, Crunchbase, PitchBook, Indicor, Annual Reports, BlackRock, Annual Reports. Well, now I put on my Trump is dead goggles, and I see this plan. In the timeline where Trump lives and is restored to the presidency, we go with the yellow or gold alternatives. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to see motives for murder here. If you are Doug Wright and his buddies down at Raytheon, you're doing $1 billion in missile sales annually. Do you really want that war to stop? Or do you want it to go on and on and on and on and on? So far, the U.S. alone has sent Ukraine $113 billion. Now, that's your loss, but it's somebody's gain. Please, never use images like money flushed down the toilet and disappearing. No. You blind yourself that way. Look at the other side of the ledger, always. Loss to you, but gain to somebody in sweetheart deals, contracts, kickbacks, stock gains, mansions, yachts, shopping trips around the world for Mrs. Zelensky. Never mind the lucrative knock-on industries of war, organ harvesting, smuggling, human trafficking. Donald Trump is the candidate of peace, the candidate of ending the war in Ukraine, ending the war, if you can call it that, in Gaza, and ending the theft from you, and ending the ghoulish gorging on human flesh and guzzling of human blood. BlackRock owns, through its Indicor subsidiary, which it owns, the AGR building, Assassin Perch, and police headquarters below. I have one more possible BlackRock connection to Crooks, but it's in the book. This is not the definitive encyclopedic account of the plot. That book will come much later and by somebody else. This is an emergency book put out fast to keep the topic relevant and show the regime that we the people, okay, I'm not American, you the people, and we your friends around the world are on the case. Even now, I could have made this book 400 pages long, but then I couldn't sell it for $7 paperback, $2.99 Kindle, or PDF version, if you're broke, $1 symbolic dollar. I don't have all the answers. Again, hint in the subtitle. Some of my questions might be dead ends. Some of my beliefs are probably going to be wrong, but I'll be honestly wrong. I'm not planting nonsense just to make Wayne look stupid in front of Dave. But Chapter 5 holds up. In my opinion, BlackRock owns the AGR building through its Indicor subsidiary, which it wholly, completely, totally owns. This is not being widely reported. Why not?
Larry thinks he evil. I wonder what you know. Oh, Larry, you're acting kind of scary. Were you friends with Thomas Crooks? That's kind of how it looks. You own the roof he died on. Assassination relied on. I'm trying very hard to understand. Mr. Bigby, you have blood on your hands. Larry thinks he eats. Oh, I wonder what you know. Oh, Larry, you're acting kind of scary. Were you friends with Thomas Crooks? That's kind of how it looks. You own the roof he died on. Assassination relied on. I'm trying very hard to understand. Mr. Bigby, you have blood on your hands. kinda scary. Were you friends with Thomas Crooks? That's kinda how it looks. You own the roof you died on, assassination relied on. I'm trying very hard to understand. Mr. Fink, do you have blood on your hands?